What is going on, guys? We are back with another rebuild, and you can see we are the Philadelphia Eagles, and I actually think, as of right now, they're actually not looking too bad. They have a decent O-line, and that's where I like to start with rebuild, so they're already pretty solid there, and a defense that's actually not terrible. I'm debating on putting Michael Kendricks back at middle linebacker, not sure what I'm going to do there, and I've seen Brandon Graham go off in other leagues, so I'm hoping he does the same for us. But of course, I mean, let's get this thing going. I'm looking at this, and is that really his name? I'm gonna have to release you, but I mean, nice name at least, I guess. So we didn't quite get what the Eagles got in real life for Bradford, but we have Joe Hayden, who hopefully kind of goes away from what he normally does in the leagues, which is kind of regress. And hopefully he becomes a star for us. We really needed a cornerback, so when I seen the opportunity to get rid of two money expenses, although I guess we kept Chase Daniel, I had to take it, and we finally have a decent cornerback here in Philadelphia. So we trade Vinny Curry, Eric Rowe, who I really didn't want to get rid of, and Brent Selleck for Danny Trevathan, who allows Kendricks to stay at his position. Look at this little sliver. Look at it. It's so unfair. No, it's so unfair. And I swap our center, the least expensive one, Wisniewski, for the trade, and it does go through. They get two pretty decent offensive linemen and a pretty solid, strong safety, and we get AJ Green. I really wanted to get Perfect there, as I don't expect this team to do well immediately. So I kind of wanted to save the money as much as we could, but I don't think that's a possibility anymore. So I guess we have AJ Green. I'm not saying I really wanted Vernon Davis, but yeah, we trade Jordan Hicks for Brandon Sheriff and Vernon Davis. We could use a backup tight end. Vernon Davis is kind of old. He's not really getting too much money. He's an 80 overall, so I figured why not just grab him? He's kind of cheap. He could provide something decent for us. I don't know. Of course, we pretty much just swap offensive line players. They're both very solid. Of course, the center's nice, but Reynolds is actually rather cheap. I know he's like 29, which isn't too bad, but basically I'm trying to shift some of these offensive linemen that are on the older and more expensive side. I meant to take the 6th-round draft pick off, but it is what it is. We are trading Brandon Brooks, a 6th and a 5th, for Laramie Tunsil. I think Brandon Brooks is a great player, don't get me wrong, but I think for $5 million a year, I would rather, if I couldn't trade him, I would rather just release him. Honestly, like, he's just not worth the money. And here we land an extremely talented center. A little more on the expensive side, but not too much. We do get rid of Watkins. I really didn't want to get rid of him, but I did want to make it a little bit more realistic, and the Steelers definitely need defensive backs in bulks. So we had to get rid of a lot for Kyle Fuller here. Of course, they do accept Ruben Randall, Tobin, and a 3rd round for Kyle Fuller. The real loss here, I would say, is the 3rd round. So this is our lineup, and of course, we have a really young offensive line, which is what I like to see, and we actually do have some talent there as well. We have Carson Wentz at starter, which is a huge thing for us as well, as we don't have to pay an insane contract for a quarterback. Of course, that is going to come at a cost. We're not going to get the greatest production early on, but hopefully he does develop nicely. But of course, if you guys would like the video, that would be amazing. I mean, you guys hit 100 likes easily last 2 rebuilds. If you could do it again, that would be insane. It truly does show me that you guys care, as some people don't even like it. Some people don't even comment. Any little thing is awesome to me. And of course, if you guys want to see other rebuilds, try checking out Bengal's channel, as he's done a couple of teams that I haven't, because he's obviously the inspiration behind these rebuilds for me personally. And maybe give him a check out. Maybe subscribe if you haven't already to his channel. But of course, maybe you're just checking out my rebuild. You're like, I gotta wait for his, so I might as well check out another one. And of course, I'm gonna bring out one of these every week or so. But we're gonna get into the season. What do you guys think we're gonna do? I think like 8-8 or 7-9. I'm not really sure. I don't think it's gonna be much better, but I guess let's take a look. And we are 10-6. MVP Tom Brady. That's something you kind of see on and off. Let's take a look. Carson Wentz, it's a rookie year, and he played pretty well. So 27 touchdowns. Hopefully it's not like the Lions rebuild where we have some issues with the touchdown department, but of course it is his first season. And oh Jesus, guys. I mean, Ryan Matthews, 3 fumbles isn't bad, but Kenjon Barner, really? 5 fumbles, pal? Is that, I mean, really? And what Ryan Matthews' longest rush of the season was 12, and Carson's was 57. Jesus Christ, I don't understand that. No receiver in the 1,000-yard category. AJ Green did come up with 9 touchdowns. Still, very lackluster on offense. Offensive line actually played really well, combining for a total of 20 sacks allowed, which is actually really good. And as I expected, my boy Brandon Graham, he is so good. He is so good. I expect him to break the record next season. Not even a question. Danny Trevathan, pretty good. But overall, the team didn't play that well on offense or defense. And Cody Parkey, I released Sturgis for you because I felt and believed in you. And, of course, you kind of let me down. I mean, I guess let's see if any of our guys won awards. I don't think anyone would. Maybe Brandon Graham snuck away with one. Patriots and Packers, both 12-4. Both of those teams very close to MVP awards as well. And, of course, we didn't come close to one. Let's take a look. Did we come? We got Carson Wentz as Offensive Player of the Year. Oh, yeah, I guess he'll probably get Offensive Rookie of the Year. And as we see, we do with Carson Wentz. And defensive, no one close. Carson Wentz does get 6 for quarterback. 4th with Ryan Matthews. That's not too bad. Receivers, absolutely horrendous, honestly. Like, Pouncey did get 10th. And, of course, Brandon Graham, defensive lineman on the AFC side, NFC side. That's pretty cool, honestly. Malcolm Jenkins, 5th. And I don't even know why I'm looking, because obviously Cody Parkey ain't going to get it. He only had 12 field goals, and he missed 8. Overall, I think we could win. We do have a 2-point less team, but that is regardless of the point. We are going to win. If you guys watch my rebuilds, you'll know that I like to skip the first quarter. I probably shouldn't have done the play of the moment. This is going to get really annoying, but hey. I mean, I guess I'll go to this third quarter, and Cowboys actually coming back here. We did have a nice 14-7 lead, and I don't know what happened there. Let's get it. No, slow it down. Normal. Okay. So, just like that, it's a tied-up game, and we do score a touchdown, though. Cody Parkey, wow, you made the extra point, pal. I'm really surprised. I should have looked at that stat. I bet you he missed a bunch of extra points as well, which is kind of surprising we would hand the ball off to him since he fumbled 5 times with his limited carries. And Anthony Brown with interception. What are you doing, coach? Dak Prescott looks solid, but that could all fall apart. And, of course, Dan Bailey makes his 44-yard field goal. Down by 4. Can we just hold on? Ryan Matthews, very solid running so far. 4-yard gain and a penalty on the defense. That makes it a lot easier. And, of course, why are we throwing the ball? What are we doing? Okay, there it makes sense. Yeah, I mean, okay, makes sense there. Get this tie right on this drive. This could be a very clutch drive for them. And Brandon Graham with the sack. That defense is so good. Cole Beasley for 12 yards. They are 2 yards short. They clutch up, and they're going to run out of time. Oh, my God. So as you guys can see, the Cowboys, Tony Romo clutches it up so hard. And he gets the tie on the last play. And what the hell happened here? And that's Zach Ertz to the outside. That's going to be a touchdown by Zach Ertz. Can he make the edge? And he can. So that is going to be the playoff game. Assuming it doesn't glitch out. Honestly, it wouldn't even surprise me. Okay, it didn't glitch out. So, yay, we won a playoff game, kind of. God, that was so weird. Hopefully the next one doesn't glitch out. But honestly, I feel like we cheated them. So I think we're just going to sim this one. If we win, that would be slick as hell. But of course, I don't think we did. When they go to this like signing shit, that means that you lost. Let's see how much we lost by. So we lost by 7. That's very valiant. So I can't really be too angry with that. So let's take a look at our cornerback situation on the board. And that is rough. I do not want him. And, oh, okay, Mr. Ruff. That's kind of weird. Weird name, but I mean, he's all right, but when you see that C+, it just really throws you off. And honestly, I'm not really liking any of the players other than Ruff. Holy sheeski. Oh, why? The players in this draft for cornerback are very, very bad, it seems. See the Super Bowl, and the Packers lose to the Chargers, man. The Chargers, like, I don't know why, but they're so solid on franchise. Why am I broke? Wait. Why am I broke? Wait, why are we broke? I bet you it's all those damn signing bonuses. Are we really gonna lose? Oh my god, no. We literally have no space. I don't know what the hell. Yeah, it's all those damn penalties. Like, the players, the Eagles just signed way too many goddamn free agents, man. They always overpay in free agency. Oh, Garrett Reynolds and Benny Logan. No! I'm getting screwed. How does this work? Can I even sign rookies? Like, if I draft them, are they just going to go to free agency right away? I really don't know how it works. Like, look at all these good players, too. Now that we can grab one early anyways, because they're going to be going for the price that we couldn't even afford in the first place. We got Burt over here. He's very fast. Pretty solid. I'm not really interested. Oh, look at the speed. That man got some jukes. I am actually really angry that we couldn't keep our guy, though. Our guys were... They don't deserve to be out there in the public. Like, they're much too good for that. And you see a pretty damn good middle linebacker here. There's a lot of decent talent this draft. It's going to be expensive, though. Like, that's the point. Like, even if we sign this guy, it's still going to cost us a ton of money. I'm going to sign him anyways, or go for him anyways. Projected number 5. We took him number 3. Very, very solid. He's going to play right end for us. He got a really insane contract, I would assume. So, are going to draft him. I think we're going to draft him. So, 77 overall. He was supposed to go 37th. I mean, he's pretty decent. If I could have done it over, obviously, I wouldn't have taken him. And we don't need Ives, but he is such a good player, and I know he is. What about Simpkins, though? Simpkins is a legend. I'm going to take Simpkins. Superstar development trait was supposed to go number 2. What a legend, man. He really is beast. 6 foot tall, 21 years old. Superstar development trait. God damn, he's good. Finally made this damn trade. We trade Barwin, Joe Hayden, and the second projected draft pick overall for Trufant and Kaleka P. So, of course, after all those trades and all those moves, we have a first or second round pick. Pretty much somewhat to the same of last year team. We do have Trent playing right guard now. Tunsil's kind of developing nicely. The wide receivers are slowly getting there. We have Cluey playing right end now, or apparently right out. That'll obviously change. Duckett will be playing right outside linebacker for us. We have Demarius Randall now as a backup, or a third corner. He's not really a backup. Henry Melton is the number 2, but Dupree is the backup linebacker across the board. Our new kicker is a rookie, and apparently we don't have a punter. That's kind of an issue. And but basically, that's the team. I think this is definitely going to be a downgrade of team, but then again, it wouldn't surprise me if you also went 10-6 again. So we're almost here to the regular season. I'm kind of curious to see what we're going to do. I assume we're not going to make the playoffs. And Danny Trevathan wins defensive MVP, but I don't think we made the playoffs. And we did. We actually got a bye week with another 10-6 record. The NFC must have been kind of weak. I want to show you guys. I think Russell Wilson got MVP, by the way. I want to show you guys that we didn't cheat. Okay, so we lost by 6 to the Cardinals. That's reasonable. 3 to the Rams. I'm surprised there. We beat the Seahawks by 7. That's surprising. Redskins always giving us a tough time. We did beat them by 1. Cowboys lost by 8. Or what was that, 7? No, it was 8. Niners, we destroyed them. Giants, we won by 8. Broncos, we won by 7. Panthers, we won by a ton. Packers, we won by 4. So, I mean, you look at some of these records, and it kind of gives me hope for our chances to actually win. 30 touchdowns, he's up 3 for that, and picks, he's threw a couple more, but that's all right. And what the hell are we doing? We gave the backup Wendell Smallwood. He had 2.6 yards a carry, but you have 14 touchdowns. Come on, Simpkins could have done it. And, of course, we finally get a receiver over 1,000. As A.J. Green does reach that. But Tyler Lockett barely missing 1,000. And Ertz, I don't know where he went. Hello, Earth to Ertz. And Cluey does match Fletcher Cox for sacks. But, of course, his other side counterpart, Brandon Graham, destroys the competition completely. And, of course, you could see why Danny Trevathan won defensive MVP for the NFC side. He had 136 tackles with 5 interceptions. Trufant played very well with 5 interceptions himself. Of course, overall, pretty good performance by the teams. And Zach Sloan, the rookie, played. He missed 5 field goals, but he did play better than whatever the hell his name was. I can't even remember his goddamn name. But, of course, he made every single extra point, which is a pretty huge stat. Where do we rank on this? Of course, we don't rank at all. The Seahawks having a rough season, but I do believe they barely squeak into the playoffs. And Offensive Player of the Year belongs to him. And Defensive Player of the Year, of course, Trevathan Simpkins did win Offensive Rookie of the Year, though. That is huge. Duckett missed it by 3. I'm surprised that Kluey wasn't a little bit higher, but it is what it is. Best running back. Did our guy get the list? He did not. Best wide receiver. AJ Green should be on the list. He is. Best O-line. And believe it or not, Pouncey does jump up 3 spots. Brandon Graham back-to-back best D lineman of the year. Somehow, Pernell McPhee on the 2-14 Bears. By the way, we have their draft pick, so we probably have the number 1 overall. Danny Trevathan gets number 2. I don't know how, but apparently he does. And of course, this team is definitely overall better. Donard Simpkins with 42,000 XP. That is amazing. We already know he has superstar development trait. So I finished kind of the more boring players, and I believe we started this thing at an 86 overall team. So let's see. We were 85 last year. We started at 86. Okay, maybe I'm just kidding. Oh, hey. We are down early here by 10. Can I quickly go to normal here? There we go. So 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1. A huge pass to Jordan Matthews there by Carson Wentz. Clutch it up, my son. Down to the 5-yard line after another great pass to Jordan Matthews. And just like that, Carson Wentz gets the team a touchdown. And now they're only down by 3. John Brown to the sideline. I really wanted to trade for him, but I didn't. And Jesus, come on, Cardinals. Give us a chance. And just like that, they score right back. I don't know if we have it in us to make this play. Donard Simpkins, and just like that, Wentz throws the ball game away. You gotta make a play here, Wentz. What are you doing? And we punt it. What are we doing? Why would we punt it with 5 minutes left at midfield? That is the worst play call I've ever heard in my entire life. It's risky. Of course they don't, and just like that, the game is over. The Cardinals continue their playoff dreams, and they are going to make us cry ourselves to sleep tonight. That's a rough. I mean, we didn't expect to do much this season, but let's go into the next season, I guess, where we're almost there. We're very close. Like, this is the season where we do it really rough, though. Like, the start, the Eagles, their contract situations are really messed up, man. So, of course, what we want is a cornerback, and already we start off with a decent guy. I also see a freak show over here, a 6'4" cornerback, and I have to scout him. I don't care. Like, he's 6'4". Like, what do you expect me to do? And terrible. So, cornerback started out. Oh my God! It's funny as the cornerbacks are usually the most stacked position, but so far in this this franchise, they are just absolutely garbage. Oh my God! All right. So we actually have a really calm year. I don't know how much cap we have though. I'm a little worried about that for sure. So basically, we have like 4 guys I want to keep. 2 of them we have to keep. Oh shit! We rich, baby. We got money, baby. So, of course, I don't want to lose Trufant, and I think this is a fair offer, so hopefully he does sign. I'm happy to continue playing for this organization. Thank you very much, pal. And the cap, a lot better. Like, honestly, I really thought... Ooh, shit, though. Wait a minute. Is Kyle Fuller worth $6 million a year? Yeah, I think with the signing bonus being kind of cheap, I think we're dealing with that. Jordan Matthews... Not expecting too much here. He's not looking too bad, and I feel like this is the breakout year for him. So we are going to offer him, and he's excited to stay on the team. And honestly, I should have offered him more because wide receivers, man, like he's offering, what is he getting, $5 or $6 million a year? If he wouldn't have signed there, we would have been boned, and Henry Melton's asking for way too much money. He can leave. So we have a lot of money, and I'm pretty happy with the situation we're in right now. We signed all the players we necessarily had to. And we still have money left over. I don't want to spend any on free agency. We'll see who's there, though. We have 38 mil almost. And I'm almost certain not to draft a player early. And God damn, son. We don't need him. Like, cue the freaking SpongeBob SquarePants meme video, what?
I don't need it.
Like, these guys are trying to retire on this free agency list here. Mason Crosby. Like, leave it to my boy Mason to not give a shit about 48 trillion years to play. He just wants to play. He doesn't give a shit if he's playing for 48 years or 48 minutes. Mason Crosby. I think Peterson, wow, so we did get Peterson.
I need it!
And that's a really, I mean, it's not a smart decision by us, but we're trying to build a team that's solid. And Peterson is probably going to regress next season. And how many times am I going to be able to put Adrian Peterson in the thumbnail? That's the biggest issue here. We're all about the views. That's the only thing that matters. I'm just kidding. But I don't know. You guys have seen some very questionable decisions from me over the last couple. Like, as I'm speaking about questionable decisions, I'm scouting a running back that's the same age as the running back that was actually pretty decent last year. And we just signed Peterson. So, like, am I really going to get one? Like, no. The answer is no. I don't know why I even scouted him. Mid-first rounder, so they're not going to cost too much. That guy is not looking good at all. This is a player that could work out for us. He actually isn't too bad. He's pretty heavy, pretty beast. And all those contracts were accepted. Donald Penn's wasn't really a lowball deal. He actually did get 3.5 for the year. But Brent Grimes signed, like, a ridiculously low deal. I think I signed him to it was a 1 year for like $700K. Virgil Green is a 4 year for like $4 million total. Like, we got some really cheesy little deals. The big boy right here, he's kind of a freak, so we're gonna take him no matter what. He's an early second as well. Like 6'4", 22 years old, 4.34 in the 40-yard. So the Vikings are looking like candidates here for me. But of course, you guys see, we definitely need to try to get early first or a late first round, maybe 2 first rounds here. This would be a great trade for me. I think we can get better, actually. I think we can move to 3. I'm going to highball it a little bit. See, I don't think they're going to take it. And they do. So like I said, you can get a lot. I don't want to tempt myself with a pick here, but I do want to see what's here. I want to make sure someone didn't like sneak away. Oh my Lord, he's solid. A 6'2", 4.33. Oh my Lord, he's so solid. Savon Alston. Is that not supposed to be Tavon Austin? Like Savon Alston? Are you serious? I think we can slip a little bit, but I'm gonna take him right here. What is he projected? He's a 78 overall normal development trade. He was gonna go 23rd, it says, but you can't teach those stats. I mean, he's insane. He's like 6'4", 22 years old. 95 speed, 96 excel, and his stats aren't even that bad. I'm just assuming he has probably like 50 awareness. Oh, he skipped the draft. That's another solid player. So late second. It was a stupid decision, and this guy's going to be solid. Superstar development trade, as I expected. Pretty solid. He's a little slow. You know, he does have superstar development trade, which is what you're looking for, but I don't think he's better than the 6'4" guy. I really don't. But that doesn't mean he's not going to play for us. He's definitely going to start. So here we had a solid player here for only a 3rd and a 4th. One of them was this year, though, and the 3rd this year picks are valuable. And of course, you can see here we have 2 young players. Bonta, the wide receiver, that he was pretty decent. He just didn't really develop for us. Danielle Hunter, and a 3rd-round pick next year for C.J. Mosley. So we now have a decent middle linebacker core. So we overtraded a little bit, but we do get a solid number 2 defensive tackle. Finally, someone to give Fletcher Cox a little bit more ease. We trade away Demarius Randall, who is really, really good. St. Clair, the new right tackle we drafted, who's not actually that bad, just no development trade, and a 2nd round next year for the 90 overall Sheldon Rankins. And just like that, we trade Mark Barron, a 2nd round draft pick this year, and Donald Penn for their random cornerback, and Antonio freaking Brown. The problem with Brown, though, is I guarantee he is on a contract year, as he is really not making all that much, considering he's one of the best receivers in the league, if not the best. And we get my boy Marquette King. We needed a punter, and I wanted to go out and get one. I really wanted to see how hard it would be to get, and a 4th round is not much to pay for a punter that's actually decent. The only issue we really have is quarterback. Running back, solid. Should be starting Simpkins. I'm going to go through midseason and see how Peterson does. If he doesn't have at least 600 yards by then, we're going to put in Simpkins. And of course, you guys can see an A at DT and A- at DT number 2. We finally filled that DT2 spot. And Overall, this is a really solid team. Oh, I actually need to change this. Holy crap. We almost had Brent Grimes starting. That would have been garbage. So our team is looking solid. And, of course, the specialists, Marquette King and Mason Crosby, pretty solid. And the speedy running back is actually our return man because he's actually pretty good. Let's put him at starting kick returner as well. Do not want to leave franchise mode. Let me know what you guys think we're going to do. I think this is easily an 11-5 teams. 11-5 team. We're going to go get mid-season, see how that all works. I'm going to retract my 11-5 and say we did 13-3, which is kind of a big deal. Normally I see the highest of like 12-4 as a user team, but overall we might not have like a bunch of 99s or anything, but of course touchdowns this week. Ooh, 5 touchdowns. What do we got? 13-3. I called it. And of course, if you don't think, if you think I was cheating, here we go. Wow. Even in preseason, like the Rams gave us some trouble, but holy shit. If we don't win a Super Bowl, I am shocked. As well as we did in the preseason. Jesus Christ. But, I mean, you look at every game. Oh, the Giants kind of worked us. But if you look at all the losses, we barely lost. This is definitely a dominant team. We might be at least a 90 overall. I wouldn't say regressing, but definitely having another down season. And Adrian Peterson. Holy shit, just in general. Simpkins had 900 yards as a backup. And the wide receiver is just doing absolutely nothing. That ground game carrying the team so well. Try Turner, very solid for him. Defense, we did have a new guy in there. Sacks, Cluey did very well. Fletcher Cox completely just going down as Sheldon Rankin's the new man on the field, doing very solidly. And Trufant, very good ever since he joined the team with Peterson. It's not even just Peterson. Oh, my Lord, we're so good. 3rd and 1st. This is the best team we've ever assembled. But freaking Carson Wentz is trying to, like, ruin us. You guys can see Wentz was number 8. I would think Peterson would be higher there, but he's not. Balls on the walls is Coach of the Year. Oh, my Lord. We've done it. We've done it. Offensive Player of the Year is Rodgers. Where the hell is Peterson? He's number 10? How? Offensive Rookie of the Year. We didn't have anyone. Defensive Rookie of the Year. We didn't even get on the list. Best quarterback. Wentz was number 2. Best running back. What? There were 4 better running backs in the AFC? In the NFC? Like, I wouldn't even count that many on the offense. And Try Turner getting traded to us. What a beast. He is just so beast. Luke Kuechly, best linebacker. Best DB is some sort of youngster here, Ryan Busby. I think I actually remember seeing his name. So we are going to go in. Let's just click play full game. What is our team looking like? 92. You can't stop this team. So normally I simulate 1 quarter, but with this insane team, you know we're gonna win. So let's just sim quickly. Okay, maybe we aren't. You wouldn't think number 1 overall defense would be able to get rocked like this. And, of course, we do stop them. More than stop them. We take yards away from them. And of course, we need to get down the field here, and it's just not happening. 3 incomplete. Are you fucking kidding me? Carson Wentz, man. Like he's the reason why this team isn't doing good. Like, what, almost 3,000 rushing? No, we probably did have 3,000 rushing yards. You got some of the best targets in the league, my man. And as you guys can see, the Packers 13-3, losing there, which is kind of where we would be if I didn't jump into this game. We still might lose because I don't know if I'm going to play the whole thing. But, of course, it's so easy. Like, Carson Wentz has all the skills. He has the tools. He's just not playing well. Carson Wentz is garbage. Just hand it off to the running back, and you're fine. It's just that. Oh, God. If I wouldn't have gotten that, that would have been such a joke. And of course, Simpkins he's clearly the choice. Like, we should have been using him all season. Peterson is a nice overall. He's just not good. He really isn't. He's old. And that is a touchdown to Antonio Brown. Now, no matter what. Yep, of course, easy. We have some troubles again, of course. Why wouldn't they? Because, you know, it's not like we have the best team in the league. Like, I don't know how much more you want the coaches to do for you. And that's what I'm talking about by stepping up. 4th and 1, you get a solid play, and you convert the 2-point conversion. Let's go, Carson. This is going to be an insane 4th quarter. Turn around, maybe. Try Turner messes it up, but Tyler Lockett with an 18-yard play. Tyler Lockett with a 26-yard play. Simpkins getting a 3-yarder in there. And we kicked a field goal right before the end of the game. And assuming EA doesn't want to Russell Wilson me, that's an inside joke. If you watched the other rebuild, we do win. So we're in the NFC Championship game, clearly with no help by me and all AI. And we are going against the Cowboys, who'd appear to be pretty easy, though. Like, they're another 9-17. Man, now we're at 95 overall. Ezekiel Elliott is driving his team down. And Jimmy Garoppolo, I'm not sure how he ended up becoming the Dallas Cowboys starter. I don't see that happening in real life, but hey, I mean, who am I to say? And of course, they have their coach out there playing receiver, because that's who he looks like. Jesus Christ. And Jimmy Garoppolo sacked by Kluwe, one of the best up-and-coming pass rushers in this league. And Dan Bailey misses a 40-some yard field goal. That is absolutely huge. I cannot believe he missed that. And oh my God, you've got to be freaking kidding me. Adrian Peterson, what is your deal? Pretty ferocious. And Kluwe, you are too good. And that's going to be a punt down to the 2. This is a huge, long, impossible drive. Can they make it? 3rd and 6, finally. And he finds his favorite target, Tyler Lockett. He is obviously the favorite target here for Carson Wentz, considering he's the 3rd on the list, and yet he's so beast. Speaking of the man himself, a 47-yard touchdown to tie it up with 5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Like last game, Fletcher Cox with a sack, and Kluwe with his 3rd+ sack of the game. Literally just driving the whole team down. And of course, penalty by Zach Ertz. That is huge. And of course, smart play to just get your yards, maybe get a first down. You never know when you're going to break one. And we are up by 3 with that nice field goal. Mason Crosby coming alive in the playoffs here, not missing a single field goal to my knowledge. And with a 4th and 10, Michael Kendricks with the pick. But with 3rd and 1 looming, Carson Wentz does kneel, and we are the NFC champions. This is what was supposed to happen. I didn't make any substitutions. I didn't do anything. I let them play it out as well. And of course, just a really bad offense. It's really not been good for the offense. So even though it's a Super Bowl, we are going to go to the next quarter twice, as I believe in this team to play it out on their own. And we finally get a stop early out in the game, and Carson Wentz drives his team down for a touchdown. So we are early in this game with the lead, and another 3 points gives the 10-7 score. But another back-to-back score. Kluwe does get a penalty, but he is so beast. Like, he is just so good. And of course, the clock is just running crazy. And just like this, the Chiefs do stall their drive. The Chiefs, they always give us troubles, and they give the whole league troubles, how well they have built their team up. And of course, just like that, they tie up the game. Nice switcheroo there, and 6 yards. Is that going to be 4th and 1? It is, but Mason, clutch Crosby coming up with a huge long field goal. This, though, the Chiefs are past halfway point, so you can see, ooh, there's a penalty, but you can see the Chiefs are most likely going to get a field goal, but I don't know. 4th and 18, they're going to have to punt it. And just like this, the Chiefs are driving on the field. Are they going to score a touchdown? No, they're not, as the defense comes up clutch again. Peterson draining this clock down, and just like that, I think we win the game. And just like it has been all playoffs, postseason, we win by 3. Another close-ass game. This has been one hell of a Super Bowl ride. That divisional game was really rough, but these other ones, we did prove we were the better team. A win is a win, and just like that, the Eagles have won a championship. The Chiefs, though, they're a competitor. He is. So Michael Kendricks is the Super Bowl MVP. He did actually play very, very well. You guys could see he had a pick. So we did get an achievement, Alshon Jeffrey Legacy Award. We surpassed a legacy score of 1,150. We went 14-2, so we went even better. My guess is we take the first win for sure. I don't know about any others. And I think we lost. So that's an interesting one. Seahawks and Rams. That's an interesting look. See how much we lost by. That is such a joke, man. Our team is so good. How do we go 14-2 and then not win in the playoffs? But of course, that is going to be the rebuild. We actually had a really solid team. We're level 25 as a coach. That's actually pretty cool. I think I am going to keep creating user-creating coaches, which actually makes it harder on me, if you guys didn't know. But of course, we won a Super Bowl. We got to the playoffs every year. Our record isn't super great for postseason, But we did win a Super Bowl, and overall, I think we built a really good team. Really, you just take away the Adrian Peterson signing, and honestly, we might have won an extra Super Bowl. Yeah, if we took Peterson out of the equation, we might have won an extra Super Bowl, but we also might have lost an extra. Simpkins is insane. Biggest waste of talent ever. But I hope you guys enjoyed the rebuild, and can we get 100 likes for a solid team? We actually did win the Super Bowl within 3 years, so that's pretty good. And, you know, maybe share it with your friends. Just be like, yo, this dude do rebuilds, and, you know, all the rebuild guys, I mean, I don't know if there's anyone doing them that crazy, but for me personally, I'll watch my well, I'm not going to watch my rebuild, but if I'm going to watch a rebuild, it's just Bengals. And, you know, other than that, if I'm going to watch another one, it's going to be the next time he uploads one, which at this pace might be like a week, kind of like me. I'm only going to be doing one a week, but technically 2 a week, and since I do my history redos. But I hope you guys did enjoy that, and maybe subscribe if you're new. But anyways, hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya! So, what is going on, guys? We are back with another rebuild, and I decided to bring the Lions.
With the first pick in the 2009 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Mark Sanchez.